Three, two, one. Yeah, Suicide Squad is legitimately one of my favorite comic book things, but because DC doesn't know how to make really doesn't know how to make movies all that well, apparently. And they have a terrible marketing department. It's like, man, I mean, I passed on Batman v Superman. I'll catch that probably like a long time. I'm gonna deliberately avoid watching that film to see if I can avoid the, I guess the hype, not even hype, just the bubble, the bubble of reactions that it is currently in, having been released not so long ago. I did the same with Man of Steel, but I did like that film. However, Batman v Superman, just, yeah. A lot of the things I've heard about it are, yeah. Like, I can not watch this and be okay. That's nice. Alright, so here we go. Round however many. Take. I actually didn't think that would work.
Collateral shot.
See, like I said, I love the Suicide Squad. Anytime they appear in any DC adaptation, it's always one of my favorite parts. Always one of my favorite, either episodes or sections or whatever part of it is. Of a thing. So I mean, it seemed like even with some of the really weird things I was hearing about it at first, I was actually thinking, okay, this could actually be good. It doesn't have Zack Snyder attached. It has some good actors attached. Then I kept hearing more and more about it. More and more advertisements came out, and yeah. And DC and Warner Brothers really needs to get a better PR manager. If they even have one. I'm convinced they really don't have one right now. Did anyone in chat see Batman v Superman? Okay, I got that. That's like the one. I don't know why I've attached myself to that one thing, but maybe it's because I get it so inconsistently and I don't know what I can do to change it. But when I get that, I'm pretty happy. The rest of the chapter can be okay. But like that matters to me more disproportionately compared to the rest.
Dangerous. Dangerous.
You did see it. And... you see, at least with Man of Steel, like, it was more evenly split. Between people who loved it, maybe not loved, but liked it, people who hated it, but Batman v Superman has, like, one of the most weirdly venomous reactions I've seen in a while. You see, I liked Man of Steel, like, even though this isn't exactly a totally positive thing to say about it, but my opinion of Man of Steel, that there's a good film in there buried underneath some rather noticeable flaws and a drab color palette. But I mean, fundamentally I did get some enjoyment out of it. But what I've heard of Batman v Superman, and I'm not going out of my way for spoilers, mind you, just what I've heard. It's like, this, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a long time before I watch it. I really want that sort of bubble to be away. It's still a pretty hot topic. And yeah, I just want that bubble away before I watch it.
Dangerous.
I've been told that the theatrical release is better. Or not, wait, no, I said that incorrectly. The theatrical release is not better. The director's cut, or the extended cut, is better. Yep, that's the one. It's a good film, but I mean, I'd take the Richard Donner Superman 1 and 2 above it any day of the week. I guess. I mean, I don't know, in the case of, say, Blade Runner, I mean, people will tell you different things about which version is better. But that movie has a number of different cuts, I'm pretty sure, so...
Dangerous.
Okay, don't move forward, there's only one prompt. There we go. That's one mistake from last time. I've only seen the theatrical cut. I actually saw it for the first time a couple months ago. Because it was on Netflix. Okay, okay, here's the thing. I actually... it was a couple summers ago. Actually, maybe just been 1 or 2 summers ago. But I actually did, it wasn't say a marathon, but it was like a, hey 514, welcome. I actually did a session where, like, I watched a Superman film one day, every day. One per day for a couple of days. I'm pretty sure, something like that. I might have watched 2 one day. So I watched Superman 1 and 2. I've already seen those films at that time, so those are great films. Then I watched Superman 3 and 4. Then I watched Man of Steel. And then then the final day, I watched the director's cut, the Donner cut, excuse me, of Superman 2, because I had not seen that before. And my opinion of 3 is that it's not a good film, but it has some good things. Like, Superman 3 and 4 actually kind of make me sad, because even with some absolutely stupid dialogue, I like Christopher Reeve as, you know, Superman. He's really a defining actor for that role. Oh yeah, I actually did watch Superman Returns. I forgot about that. That one's terrible. This guy, no 514. It has some good things about it, but for the most part, it's just, yeah. Nope. You know, I've seen some people say that Superman Returns is better than Man of Steel, and it's like, I mean, to each his own. You enjoyed it, but it's like, oh. The story to Superman Returns is just awful. I think I'd legitimately take at least Superman 3 above Superman Returns. Okay, not quite as good as the other one. But I guess it depends on the Angel. The Angel really makes it. Oh, whoops, what am I doing?
Dangerous.
Oh, I didn't talk to Iwazaru there. That's good. Oh, dude, see, my goal is when I have both the time and either the money for all the Blu-rays or stuff, or when it all comes on Netflix, or I guess if I get a subscription to Amazon Prime, whichever. Basically, I plan on doing a full DCAU marathon. It won't be in one sitting, mind you, but it's gonna. I've been planning this for years. And it's like, good. That was actually a better speed smile. But I've been planning a full. It's been something in the back of my mind for a very long time. I like Superman the anime series. Mind you, it's been a long time since I've seen either of the series. I mean, I grew up more with Justice League, so that's better in my memory. But they have their different things that I like about them. Batman Beyond is also a good show, although I have many contentions with that show. Also, as part of my DCAU watch, it's mainly like the main one, so I'm not going to include spin-off titles like Static Shock and the like. Not that they're bad shows, but it's just they're not quite as good, and I know. I mean, I saw them when I was a kid. Saw them once a long time ago. It's like that's more than enough that I need, or not more than enough, but that's enough. I'll talk about my opinions of Batman Beyond in a second, but I need to concentrate for the Angel. Teen Titans Go. No, it's an abomination, and I hate it.
You think you killed me?
I hope you feel the same way. Oh, bad aiming. There we go. Alright. Oh, no, Teen Titans, that actually is a very good show. I would... See, my barometer for what makes a decent to good show compared to a great and excellent show is if once all of it is done, and I could get it, you know, in like DVD form or on Netflix, if I would watch it again, just from beginning to end, Teen Titans, the original one, is a show that I would gladly sit and watch again. Okay, fortunately there's not much gameplay. There are a minute or two. So I can talk about Batman Beyond. I like Batman Beyond. There are things I don't like about Batman Beyond. I think, in general, its writing wasn't quite consistent. I do think that the first season, in general, is better cohesively. Lost a few seconds, but not a big deal. I also... Maybe it's because as I find as I get older, I guess I'm becoming more optimistic, but even then... Hey PBJ, welcome. But even then, it's like, I didn't like the fact that it was canon, that Batman is just going to remain, you know, a recluse. He cuts all his ties with his family and Bat family and friends, and I mean, in that regard, I prefer to think of it as like an alternate DCAU future. I mean, actually, the story of Batman Beyond is that they didn't actually intend on making that show. It was like the head of the WB who basically called in Bruce Timm. It's like, oh hey, we want a new show. We want a teenage Batman. And you know, I guess he said something along the lines of, oh whoa. He was like, I think he was like panicking in his head or something along those lines. And he had to come up with a concept just right there to the head of the WB. And then that eventually came Batman Beyond, and they decided, well, why not just make it a sequel? We, you know, get a younger Batman that's not Bruce Wayne. I mean, they made the most of it. It's still a good show, but I just think the writing, particularly as it went on, it's like, well, it still had its share of great episodes in the later seasons. I just think it wasn't the strongest. There were more holes and more wasted opportunities than I would have liked. But mind you, Return of the Joker is great. That's a legitimately great film. They made the best of what they did. But it's just, it's a very flawed show. It has its brilliant moments, and overall it's a good show, but I find it to be very flawed. Mind you, I'd still watch it from beginning to end, all of it again. Like, but it's not my favorite DCAU entry overall. Let's say that. I mean, again, I have a friend who was like, "Oh yeah, I loved Batman Beyond because it was what I believe Bruce Wayne would be, you know, a recluse," and that's great. I mean, I'm glad that there are multiple interpretations, and you know, every person has their own. But I prefer a Batman who, well, still kind of stoic. He ultimately, you know, he ultimately has a family of sorts. No, my opinion of Batman Beyond is higher than it would be relative to what it would be for Man of Steel. I wouldn't consider it nearly as flawed as Man of Steel, but they're, I mean, you know, two different things. I realize I'm talking quickly because I'm getting to actual gameplay. Yeah, I mean it's a similar sort of approach. Yes, it's flawed, but there are a lot of good sections. You see, to me, and slight spoilers for Dark Knight Rises. Dark Knight Rises is a very flawed film. Good, but very flawed. But one thing I really did like is that they ultimately gave Batman a happy ending, and that got me a lot of respect. For that film. Oh yeah, I mean, I liked I liked the interactions with older Barbara. I did not like the fact that they gave it a romance, which was totally weird. That was just, it's totally wrong. It's just, no. Like, that's a legitimately bad decision, and I will never understand why. Okay, I could understand why but no. Still no. I understand in the sense that it just, of course, all the women like Batman. That's how it's supposed. That's, you know, wish fulfillment character. But it's like, no. I'm kind of salty about that because in the Killing Joke movie, which I'm probably never gonna see, recently they also put some of that in, and it's like, no. You lost me. No.
Dangerous.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, I talk about comics, and I know a lot about comics, so gets me in a good mood. I mean, I have to talk fast when I talk about stuff in a run like this, or else, you know, I could break my attention and focus. Oh yeah, that's a good episode. Oh yeah, good episode, good moment. Again, like I said, I mean, oh, and definitely that, like, Terry McGinnis, he's truly a great character. Like, I mean, I gotta give him props to them for coming up with, you know, a likable teenage Batman. Like putting anybody else in the cowl is like a very, very risky thing to do, but I mean, they pulled it off. I took those first two smiles safely because they're the very annoying smiles. The last one I find very easy. Terry McGinnis? I never pronounce it correctly. It's McGinnis, yeah. I recall the Joker said McGinnis in Return of the Joker. Also, I will say this, even though Terry McGinnis is a great character in Batman Beyond, and in a couple of appearances in actual comics, they eventually folded him over into the comics. Most writers don't actually write him that well nowadays, so...
Dangerous.
Honestly, my favorite moment of seeing in comics Terry is in Grant Morrison's Batman run, where he implied that Terry is going to be in a future of Batman, in a mainline Batman, and Damian is actually going to be his mentor, which I thought was a really cool idea. And mind you, that was a cameo. Most other writers, yeah, they... Let's just say there's a reason why I don't read the Batman Beyond comics, or basically any comics that continue on any DCAU properties after the DCAU is done. There's a reason why I don't read why I refuse to read them. Also, that was Will Friedle is a voice actor for Terry, and that was his very first voice role. I mean, I think that was the turning point where, you know, he did significantly less live action stuff, and since then, he's put together a pretty solid resume of voice acting work. Yeah, yeah. I mean, mind you, at best, it was like a cameo appearance. It was a really great cameo appearance. I mean, Grant Morrison is my favorite comic book writer, so, and I'm really glad he put that in there. It was a very nice decision, I believe. But they didn't go any further than that. Always gotta have those weak sauce weaknesses, I guess. Also, if you haven't read Grant Morrison's Batman run, I'd highly recommend it. Mind you, Grant Morrison, I mean, he's kind of love it or hate it, but I love it, so. I did a full read of it earlier this year, and I really liked it. Not perfect, mind you, but I mean, hey, it is what it is.
Dangerous.
Yeah. Oh, also, on that note, it's actually kind of shocking to think, but Batman Beyond was, you know, I guess, you know, like, quote-unquote kids show, a cartoon, but my gosh, they got so that show was so dark. Like, there was one episode, like, I remember one episode where, like, Anik tried to kill Terry by, you know, basically going down his throat and trying to choke him that way. Like, that was like, that's pretty crazy to think. They got stuff like that on screen for what is essentially a kids show. Do I like manga? I read very little of it, or I don't watch very much anime. Yeah, that was also a very dark moment. Well, I mean, deaths in the family, that's sort of par for the course, though. I mean, a lot of shows have that. That's a very, even for kids shows, I mean, look at Hey Arnold. I mean, they dealt with that. You know, Arnold not having his parents around. But I mean, the rest of the show is like, man, like Gotham has gotten worse since Bruce stopped getting in the cowl. Heck, the intro itself is pretty awesome. Dark, but awesome. Also, there was that one episode where, spoilers for, you know, over a decade-old cartoon, but where Ra's al Ghul took over the body of his daughter, essentially sacrificing his own daughter so he could, you know, remain immortal. And mind you, and we only find that out later, because earlier he's pretending to be his own daughter, including a peck on the cheek from Bruce, or for Bruce. It's like, ugh. Even Bruce is kind of creeped out by it. Like, ugh. How did that get past the censors? Okay, that episode I actually don't really like all that much. Like, a lot of the high school-y stuff, I didn't really like. Like, there was this one episode where one of Terry's friends gets a robot girlfriend. The robot girlfriend is... it's... yeah, just supposed to be... basically, it could pass off as human, and it's like, oh my gosh, you know what you could do with that plot? Like a killer robot that can easily pass off as human with rarely anybody noticing. It's like, ugh. And you use it for a plot like that. It's like, I mean, there were some funny bits in that episode, but for the most part, it's like, ugh. Hello, Nietzsche Joe. Welcome. Thank you. Honestly, I wish they had used Mr. Freeze more in Batman Beyond. And I like the plot, but I like the plot that they had there. But it would have been cool had he, you know, remained a permanent fixture and had maybe a happier ending. Well, I mean, he was like just like a head. She probably didn't even know he was alive. She was already dead by Batman Beyond time, I'm pretty sure. Whoops. For some reason, I thought the cutscene would activate automatically. Yeah. Alright. I think it's 40 seconds. That'll give me enough. Keep shooting. I don't count shots, I count on the seconds. Hey Nate, welcome. We're talking comic book shows. Batman Beyond has been the topic for a couple minutes now. Let's do 40 something seconds. I could have shot a few seconds less. Gold? Gold. Yeah, definitely could have shot a few seconds less. I don't know why. I keep thinking more. Hey, Advent Soldier. Welcome. I guess there's no troublemaking to be involved, so... Actually, I recall seeing, you can find on YouTube, like, what am I trying to say? YouTube, some, like, post-commentary where they talk a little bit but they have a little bit of retrospective about, you know, the first 3 seasons. Well, there were only 3 seasons, but each season of Batman Beyond, and they actually did mention like there were plans to have, you know, have multiple teachers or multiple people in a school, you know, be bad guys, but then they were like, well, it kind of, you know, breaks suspension of disbelief. You know, the gym teacher was a villain. Oh, the nerd the nerds in the back of the classroom are also villains. That his ex-girlfriend's also a villain. So there were some plans on that, but they wisely decided to not have all that much of it. They also had more plans, original like sketches for, you know, for like Riddler Beyond and Bane Beyond. I mean, we had the Joker group, but they also said that they didn't want to depend too much on stuff like that. They wanted to create, you know, their own villains. I mean, in many ways, you could basically call Batman Beyond a Spider-Man show. It has that sort of science fiction flavor. You could put, like, you know, like a lot of the Rose Galleries were based on analogs of Spider-Man characters. Like I've seen a lot of comparisons to Spider-Man. Oh yeah, they got away with, yeah, the drug references in Batman Beyond. Those are, can't believe they got away with those. Nightclubs, a lot of nightclubbing stuff. The implications that, you know, characters were having sex a few times. Like, man, they got away with so much. Who's supposed to be Craven? Curare? Mind you, I mean, I've read very little Spider-Man. Although I have seen the Spectacular Spider-Man to completion. Worried about that. Oh, second try, I'll take that. He was ahead, they gave him a body. It's a shame Batman Beyond isn't on Netflix anymore. I'd recommend the episode. The episode featuring Mr. Freeze is one of the most tear-jerking episodes, I think, in the series. Oh, whoa, did you see that frame rate? Yeah, well, there was a gang inspired by the Jokers. Yeah, with the Z. Of course, there was Return of the Joker, where the Joker actually did appear, which is a fantastic movie. One thing that I haven't liked about a lot of Batman adaptations that I've seen is that they don't really do good. They don't really do good Mr. Freeze. Like the new 52 Mr. Freeze, I don't like. I think they really missed the point. Same with Gotham. Although, mind you, I have a lot of contentions about Gotham, but I still watch it. And they really messed up Mr. Freeze there. I like Joker, but I think he's overexposed. Like, there's so much richness to the rest of his Rose Gallery that I think there's way too much focus on the Joker. Whoa. No. Oh no. I held the wrong instant enter. I don't know. I guess. I mean, he's not my favorite villain. I'll say that. Okay, that was a minor mistake, but I'll take a minor mistake like that over losing the run. I had to make sure I was in the right position. If I was too close and I activated that, then that would have been very, very bad. Nope. Menu movement, not good right now. Gotta tighten it up later. Good. And not great. Not great luck there. Suicide Squad movie? No, I don't intend on seeing it in theaters. Unless, like, friends drag me along. And maybe not drag me, I mean, I guess if friends want to see it, I mean, I'd be like, okay. Like, I'm not... Yeah, my hype died after hearing a lot of things about it. And the marketing and stuff like that. Young Justice? It was cancelled. Jane. That show definitely needed a third season. If only because there were simply too many threads left untied. I will say, as much as I love Young Justice, I will say this. I think the first season better than the second. the Young Justice needed more seasons simply because they. This is actually a problem I've seen with some Greg Weisman stuff. Is that he has a lot of ideas and he likes putting in a lot of characters. The catch is that ultimately, for the plots he wants to tell, he can't focus on every character, he has to choose a few. So you have a lot of characters that end up really not doing much. Who just don't get lines a lot of the time. And if, let's say you're not interested in those characters that he focuses on, for the sake of the plot, well, you're out of luck. I feel like Young Justice definitely suffered in that regard, as he kept introducing more characters. That's why I think Spectacular Spider-Man, as far as his shows go, is that much stronger, in that it gave characters a little bit, it gave more meat to each character. Even though, ironically, it had fewer although it had more seasons, well, not more seasons, the same amount of seasons, but the seasons were half the length, and yet I still felt more fulfilled, ultimately, by the amount of character focus, so, is what it is, I guess. Alright, the boss. I think I've mentioned before that can be faster if you fight him as Young Harmon, but it's just so difficult, and I'm not willing to do that in a run. Not unless it's absolutely mandatory. Alright, this is gonna be a little bit of a serious time. Gotta count bullets, gotta count bullets. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just to be safe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so close. Yeah, I've read very little Marvel stuff. I think, let's see, I've read some of Jeff Loeb's Color stories. I've read through Frank Miller's Frank Miller's Daredevil. And maybe a few odd story here and there, and that was a gold. Very nice. That was a very good battle. I think I got every shot in terms of their weak spots. That was a very good battle. Please, don't let this run die. The only split that hasn't been gold is Angel, and that's mainly because the gold split there was totally excellent. Probably not going to be that Angel one in a long time. Cloudman isn't too hard, though. I'm not too worried about it. In that regard, I get the best will be very The best will not be something that I will beat anytime soon. I also got an excellent Cloudman fight, the actual boss battle, so yeah, that's gonna be hard to beat.
Garcian. How...
Alright, there's not really a whole lot that can really mess up Cloudman. A few odds and ends, but I think only one thing towards the end can really put a damper on that. Oh man, if I had missed that, I would have been so salty. I get 10 here. If I can aim.
You're fucked. You're fucked.
If I can aim.
You're fucked. You're fucked. You're fucked.
Eh. Honestly, even though I was complaining a lot about my aim right there, that probably wasn't any different than a normal round of that. Dang, this guy talks so much about manga and isn't even reading one right now? Wow. Get the item, get the item, get the item. And that's my 16. Why so silly?
I'm a ghost.
I probably could have gone a little bit farther. Or maybe not that much, now that I see it. Well, I guess since you didn't realize they were spoilers, I mean, were they... I guess did it not impact your experience that much? When you realized, oh wait, that actually was a big spoiler. Nate, if you're still here, I know it's faster to Mach speed, but in order to conserve blood for what I need in Killer 8, I cannot Mach speed here. Okay, gotta count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dude, perfect luck. Can't ask for any better luck there. Unless I'm terrible at counting and I missed one, in which case that would have been tragic. Or that will be tragic. Because if I don't get the post office, that's, I think, run over. Oh. think my last failed run that got this far, I think it was 11 times I had to do it.
Dangerous.
Nope, we're good.
Dangerous.
Yeah, I will. If I die, that's a reset. Like I want, like after my first run, or my last run, that is, my PB run. Where I got deathless. I mean, I personally, after setting that standard, I can't, you know, go back on that. I have any run I do now has to be deathless. It's like a routing error where I lose a little bit of time. Okay, sure, whatever. But if I die, which would be the only way I could potentially lose like a minute or something, it'd be a reset. Okay, here comes the tricky part. It's one of the few actually scary parts of Cloudman. And the catch is that because I already used my tank with Young Harmon earlier, if I'm too close to the enemy, that's GG. This is my last vial of blood that I have, so I need to use it here. Okay, we're good. There you go. That's the only really scary part. And killing that backside gives me enough blood so I can mock speed here.
Dangerous.
I'm not sure if this is a gold, considering the Cloudman in my failed run before was really good. If I get a gold, it wouldn't be by much. Possible I might lose a couple of seconds. Alright. I also got a great Cloudman in the last run. Strike that. This might be gold.
name's Andre Almeida.
Yep, that is a gold, alright. There, actually, Odson was kind enough to make an emote. Alas, I could not get it to work before the run began. Franker Z was not. The site wasn't loading. So next stream, we will have at least one Killer7 emote. Although, mind you, if I get this run done today, I mean, it might be a little bit of time before I do another run of this game again. Ironic how we get the Killer7 emote after I finished a major Killer7 goal. I do need to do like a Kevin solo run and an all Remnant Psyche run. So I guess, yeah, you'll have time to spam them then.
Ah, Garcian. How long?
There you go, that's the emote. Alright, encounter, I'm coming for you. You killed my run last time. Back for some revenge. Come on. Encounter 1 is one of the most annoying chapters in this game, if not the most annoying, so as long as I don't die. My Ayami in my PB against these splits was awful. So there's a lot of time, trust me, a lot of time to save. Just by not dying. +1 Princess Bride reference. I scanned this guy because he's hard to see for me. You know, it's possible to force progressive scan for games. I'm wondering if that would be all that beneficial. Although, personally, I'd probably just stick with, you know, the quality settings that, you know, are just inbuilt with the game. If I get component capture, I mean, I guess I could do that. I don't even think it's faster there. At least for the stair right before it was Aru. I don't think it's faster to actually turn, but I did it anyway. Might be faster if you do it from far away enough, I don't know. Okay, the next couple of rooms are a little bit tricky. My heart palpitates a bit whenever I have to do these two rooms. So this one and then the one after. Okay, that's room 1 done. And this next room always gets me nervous. I'm glad you can scan them without time loss here. Dang. What a bargain. Also, leaving this room is also annoying, so it's not over yet. Not over yet, Snake. Also, you can go on Steam and they have a page set up for the silver case. Mind you, nothing is on it. In terms of, you know, actual game. But you can see that it will have Steam achievements. Full controller support as opposed to partial. And a trailer and some screenshots. And, okay, we're good. The rest of this area is easy. Kill everything with mask. In terms of this section. Honestly, I don't know. A very generous estimate would probably be maybe sub 20. Sub 20 minutes for this specific split. Because I know my Ayami fight was absolutely terrible. So, I don't know, maybe sub 20? I think a more reasonable estimate would probably be sub 25. But trust me, there's a lot of time to save. I mean, if you saw my Ayami, you were here. You saw my Ayami when I practiced it earlier. Yeah. That alone will save so much time. And I probably could have gone a little bit further, so it would have activated the backside as well, but whatever. Is what it is now. What's on that link? Can't check it out now, of course. Main menu? Probably some promotional stuff. I'm sure I've been to that site like years ago. It might have been where I got my wallpapers for Killer7, which I've been using for what, 3 years since I've had this laptop. Hello, Undead. Whoops. Welcome. Yes. I mean, yes in the sense that I have the fastest time, but it's not like world record matters all that much. Considering as of right now, there are only 3 people who've, you know, got recorded runs. As far as I know, recorded speedruns of this game in general. Then there are only 2 people, me and Aglyria, who have done Killer8 runs, so. Still in development. Wow, they certainly kept that side up. And unless I can, you know, peer pressure Nate into running Killer8, but Good luck with that happening.
Adios.
Eventually? I guess. I mean, I'm proud of the achievement in and of themselves. I mean... Like, even though I will fully admit that parts of my Killer 8 PB, the splits I'm comparing against, were terrible, I'm still proud of that. I'm still proud of that run, that I got a deathless Killer 7, rather Killer 8 run. And even for my, like, say, Killer 7 normal PB, I'm still very proud of that run, because that was a very, very solid run. It's up 3. Dude, it's 3 more. Free of pressure, it's 3 more.
Dangerous.
And if you want to get technical, I have all the records in No More Heroes 1.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
And I'm more proud of the fact that, you know, I have all of them. That I have, you know, all the fastest records, as opposed to them being world records, more the fact that I've done so many categories. Well, hey, if this run goes well, you could be here. You could be here for the next Deathless. I have the record in all the active categories. Nobody has done a run on New Game. Wait, no, you're wrong. I do have a record. I do have the New Game Plus record. Ha! And in that record actually isn't one by default, because Zombie Smasher also did a New Game Plus record. Ah! Who's the liar now? The only... What category has nobody else run? New Game Plus Bitter, that one is uncontested. No one has done a run of that. To finish the run besides me. Although, mind you, I have to give shoutouts to Splicer for getting as far as Henry. Oh my gosh. Yes! Ooh, I didn't get that in the dead run before. Oh, I need to do I might need to move my blindfolded run. Not run, but blindfolded, segmented, whatever you want to call it. Blindfolded stuff for this game eventually. On normal, mind you. Heck, it might be a nice project when I start school. Nothing too hard that requires a lot of, you know, advanced gameplay. Certain sections of this game would not be possible blindfolded, but I think 90% of it is. And that's the glory of on-rails games. Oh, lame. Fortunately, I discovered today that I don't need him. Oh, I killed all of the broken smiles. I killed all those broken smiles. Yeah, that's it. Those guys can be very erratic in their movements. I have not seen that run. Thanks for reminding me. My aim is bad right now. 1, 2, nice! Aim got better all of a sudden. 3. 4. How did my aim, like, got at least 100% better instantaneously? How did... Yeah, oh, come on. See, now I'm in that state where I'm kind of getting Antsy. If you can hear it in my voice, I'm getting a little bit more excited. I'm hoping that won't, you know, the jitters won't get in the way of the run. First try. Come on, baby. First try. Yes! Note to self, never call a Heaven Smile baby ever again. Okay. I practiced this earlier. Again, I don't get too attached. Anything can happen. Come on, but anything can happen, I'm just saying.
Dangerous.
Like, I'm just saying, we've gone through some hairy sections, but any enemy can kill me. So, let's not get too excited, because, trust me. Remember when you, for those who were here for that other run, it was looking great, but then that one enemy. Also, this is my backup. If you don't get the micro, just kill all the backsides, as opposed to the one I had earlier. I would do normally.
Fuck you.
Come on.
Fuck you.
Oh no, 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 no.
Fuck you.
I'm gonna kill you because I'm paranoid right now.
Fuck you.
I probably could have, you know, not done that, but I'm paranoid. I didn't realize I was so slow with killing those other smiles that the other one would actually respawn. Whew. See, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know that they respawn that quickly. Basically, what I'm saying is it's not over till it's over. Yeah, I know I checked my G diffusers before the run, so. See, Nate knows this feel. When you run a game, you definitely know how it feels. But I learned something today. It made my heart skip too, but I learned something today. Honestly, Encounter 2, aside from some stuff in the beginning in Ayami, is not too bad. Alter Ego is... whoa. Whoops. Alter Ego is bad. It's a deceptively hard chapter. I have to do that one super safe. I don't want to negate... I don't want to lose the run. Smile 1 and 2 are relatively easy in comparison. And here's where I mash all the buttons and you hear my mashing.
Okay.
I lied, I had time to mute my mic. My apologies for those that wanted to hear my mashing. I also slow down my mashing so I don't accidentally press B and, you know, exit out of the menu.
Dangerous.
I got your hope up and then I took it away. I'm not gonna use any mock speeding here, because one, it's not that much faster. And two, I need it for blood. In case Ayami goes bad. Nate, that's... Is it bad that my mind interpreted that sentence in a very different way? That esoteric reference to when I had chat back on screen. Also, I once died to this guy, the Mithril Smile, during a normal run because I got too close to him and my aim was bad. So yeah, it's not over till it's over, is what I say. See? See? Why didn't he die? Did you see that? That's time loss, but did you see that? What was I doing wrong? Nate, could you interpret? Could you tell me what I did wrong there? It seemed like I got it right. Fortunately, you know, I planned ahead, but... See? What went wrong? Was I aiming too high? Maybe I'm aiming. It could be that I'm aiming too high. I don't know. I don't understand this game sometimes. Change the firing. Change the firing. All right. Assuming I don't die to Ayami, this will be an absolutely incredible split. Yeah, it's wonky. It's good a lot of the time, but it's wonky. It's like wonky like 10% of the time. Maybe 10 is a little low. 6 shots. This time I have 6 shots. One, 2, 3, 4. Nice. 4, 5, 6. Wait, 4. Oh, it's still 4. I was counting the shots I did, not the shots that. Not the shots that I hit her with. There we go. I didn't technically need that blood, but it was much safer. See that? Yes! That could have been better, but at the same time, it's like I had that leeway. Was I right? Is it like, it's sub 25 that split was? Also, my sum of best is crazy looking, and it's only gonna get lower. Also, has today been the day of random video game, like, references to other video games? Had a little bit of Star Fox, had a little bit of, Metal Gear Solid, although we always reference that, so. Okay, the beginning of this chapter is actually pretty challenging. The beginning and Ayami are challenging, and the boss is a little challenging too, but not in the same way. If you're wondering why there's a discrepancy between PB and best as opposed to them being the same, you know, like that's from compared to, you know, when I was running before, because I didn't get this far in my run before. It's because at this point in the run I would be grinding for blood, but because that is completely excised from Killer8, and I didn't fix that split in time, that's why there's a 5-minute difference. So I'm gonna be faster than the best here, almost guaranteed, if not outright guaranteed. Ayami will be, I think, one of the deciding factors. Alright. I mean, technically they're not rooms. I call every area a room, but assuming this goes well.
This is too easy.
Collateral shock.
Could be cutting it close, so it's a little slow on some of this.
This is too easy.
Lucky on those, though. This is why I needed to change the fire ring before Ayami, because I don't change it to another personality that early. That early in this chapter, so it's just a little bit of a time save, so I don't need to change Stan. Ah, that was probably very risky. But whatever, I got the first area down somehow. Come on, this... If I make it past Disc 1, please don't let Disc 2 be a disaster. Alter Ego is the chapter I'm most worried about, but I think we should be good. I did practice that chapter quite a bit before. See, right now I would be killing all of these enemies in the old route where I did get crit lock on Dan, but that is no longer necessary. There's one thing I'm gonna do that's safe. There's a smile I normally dodge roll. I'm gonna kill him instead. He gives me blood, so I guess it's not that big a waste. I don't think I've ever gotten him first try. Like the way he comes out of the door, he's not at a good angle. Thank you. I pride myself on my unhealthy flips. Okay, I'm not gonna kill the micro, but I'm gonna kill the yellow smile here, because I've just been having terrible luck with him. So I'm just gonna be safe than sorry. I'm not even gonna bother, you know, dodge rolling him. Dang. Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do for your speed games.
Dangerous.
Okay, you see? It's a good thing I'm paying attention here. I'm a bit on edge, but... Normally I'm able to dodge roll those smiles together, but I didn't there. It's a good thing I was paying attention. Alright, this is... yeah. I might either stay silent or do nervous chatter. Probably nervous chatter. Oh! I think I need a moment just to collect myself. I got cocky. I used my 2 bloods to heal.
Adios.
And then I missed the final shot, and she was about to kill me. And like I was almost brought down by my own hubris. You see, the question is not whether I should heal in the game, but whether I should just heal in real life. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I had a moment. Nearly had a heart attack. That was. Hello, Hojo Hoa. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it correctly. Welcome. I'd recommend completing it. I think the game gets better as it goes on, but that was
Dangerous.
not even trying it. The bad thing is, yeah, exactly. Honestly, I mean, if this run hasn't been perfect, but it has been fabulous so far. I feel like this is gonna be one of those,
Dangerous.
If I beat this run, this is gonna be one of those runs where it's like, you just don't beat, you just don't try. It's like you just have it up there to look at and be like, man, I will never beat this run. You put it on a pedestal. Like, dang.
Dangerous.
Again, it's not over till it's over. So many things can go wrong. So many things can go wrong. Yeah, of course. No, you just use Dan, as always. I normally switch before I enter, but I forgot. Not a big deal. I actually have to prepare for the disc swap to make sure it's, good. Let me just get that out real quick. Oh, sorry. Kevin, yeah. Use Kevin. It's safer. Basically, except for 2 floors, the entirety of Smile 1 is exactly the same as it is on Killer7 versus Killer8. Just 2 floors are different. Floor 2 and floor 3. Well, I might go silent for this because this is actually tricky on Killer8. Yeah, run the PS2 version, no disc swapping whatsoever. Of course, you deal with everything else about the PS2 version, but I mean, hey, that's one-time game. Ryota, please. Ryota, please. Sorry I didn't choose your ending first. Also, can we get a soundboard of any time I have a freak out like that? You have good pickings. I recommend the end of my bitter PB in No More Heroes. No More Heroes 1. That's a good one. Nice! This is gonna...
Life.
Oh, the split.
Wonderful indeed.
The split. This. Let the record show that current pace is currently sub 3. So please, I might have to take it a little bit safer just to make sure I keep this pace. I beat you, Pete. Dude. Hey, you can... Dude, you're so close to sub 3. You're a really good sub 3 time. Alright, so the beginning of Alter Ego is very, very challenging. Actually, Alter Ego is just terrible in general. Hello, SSJ. Welcome. I think that swap could have been a little bit more frame perfect.
Who are they?
A little bit suboptimal. Dang, do I have... Am I PB for this? Like, did I have crit lock on Dan by now, or was that in Smile where I got it? Feeling... This... If you notice, I'm like 25 minutes ahead. Close to 26 minutes ahead of my splits, so, this is a very tense run right now, but... Attracting more viewers, eh? Hey, I'm just happy this has gone to disc 2. So, let's see. I practice Smile 1 and Smile 2 a lot. It's Alter Ego that I'm really worried about. Alright, gotta focus. Okay, I don't need to kill this guy, but I'm going to because it makes me feel safer in life. Oh, thank you for the host, Shentok. Draining, which means this PB will be insane. This will certainly be something. I guess it was there was a little bit of rain earlier. Maybe it was a premonition. Okay, this room is terrible. Yes, it is made by Grasshopper Manufacturer. Same guys between No More Heroes, Lollipop Chainsaw, a couple other games. No!
You. Dangerous. Fuck you.
I only mentioned a few games. I don't even mention all of his games, do I? This game is definitely a cult classic.
Dangerous.
Game isn't too expensive nowadays. Oh, thank Nate for this. Dude.
Fuck you.
That took too long. Flowers. I'm mentioning the games people know, though. Also made Michigan Road to Hell. Moonlight Syndrome, yes. Won a Blood Plus game.
Dangerous.
Wait, did I do the Mox B at the right time, Nate? Contact was a nice game. I like that game.
Fuck you.
Grasshopper Manufacturers had a hand in it, but dude, I plan on getting back into No More Heroes speedrunning. That's my next goal. To focus more on No More Heroes after this point.
Dangerous.
Yeah, Contact. It's a good game. Again, I can't tell if I'm unconsciously doing it slower, or if I'm just missing timings for some reason. Okay, the duplicator, because I don't have the alien mask upgrade yet, I can't do the fancy strat for the duplicator's, you know, his mask. So, this duplicator I have to do is Dan, and it is surprisingly tricky. I have to be very safe. I've died here quite a few times in practice. I also didn't use Mach Speed there because I need the blood. Ah. I wish my DS was here. I don't have a lot of games for it, but I would like to buy more. I wish I had DS Capture so I can show off Contact. Okay, here we go.
Collateral shot.
As long as he dies, I'm good. It's good.
Collateral shot. Collateral shot.
Nope.
Collateral shot.
Okay. That was really safe. But as you can see, it's also very tense. That's the one. This is like the one thing that's probably slower in this route compared to when I got crit lock on Dan. With all the discoveries, that's the one thing that's slower. One major thing, I would say.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Careful not to go too fast.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Also, yes, Nest is a good track. It's a very good track. I'm not even gonna try. I never get the dodge roll here. We love you? Oh, thanks.
Fuck you.
Come on.
Fuck you.
Killing him because... I didn't have to kill all the enemies in this room, but for safety purposes, had I missed that first smile, and then, you know, not killed the another smile, bad things would have happened. Hugs and okay, you can. I will appreciate the hugs, but kisses, a little personal, isn't it? Lame. Wahoo. If you will. Okay, next few rooms. They're gonna be something. Thank you. Gotta love how you're running so fast the camera actually clips beneath it briefly. Yeah, it's a Nightbot feature, just have him set up that way. Instant enter is down left.
Dangerous.
Okay.
Dangerous.
You can thank me for a little bit of this. Just look in the features. There are a few features for that. Or in the specific coding for it. It's easy to set up.
Dangerous.
Okay, this room is very, very annoying. I pretty much did the very risky but worthwhile strat here. This might be a little bit slower, if only because since I don't have crit lock on Dan. Since I don't have crit lock on Dan, parts of this chapter, particularly the duplicator, are slower. So don't be surprised if this isn't gold. It's just a routing thing. The routing difference makes a difference, that much of a difference. Can't even talk. I'm gonna go for the fancy strat. If I can't set it up fast enough, then I'll do it the normal way.
Collateral shot.
I did it! Wow, I honestly didn't expect to get that. Barely saves any time if you set it up fast enough, but I did it somehow. Wait, this run has to be the one because I have that on record as actually a thing. That barely saves any time if you set it up. If you set it up fast enough, that barely saves time, but I guess yeah, I did it. Somehow. I got the shot.
First matchup, Harmon Smith
The golden
versus
shot.
Handsome Red. Next matchup, Con Smith
I'm standing up, I'm
versus
pacing,
Handsome
I'm
White Pearl.
hyped. This is it. This has to be it. As long as Khan doesn't die here, I think we're probably gonna get a gold. Yeah. You see, this is why it probably won't be a gold for stuff like this. Come on.
Our third matchup is Coyote Smith versus Handsome Gold.
I got 2 shots, that's alright. It's a trade-off versus being slower with aiming and, you know...
Fourth matchup,
You know, being slower with
Coyote Smith
aiming
Handsome Light
versus,
Brown.
you know, aiming as fast as you can, so there's that. Oh, shoot! I was looking at... Dang it, I actually put the controller against my side while I was talking.
Fifth matchup, Kevin Smith versus Handsome Dead.
Yeah. You really can never rely on Kevin for this run. For this part of the run, that is.
Sixth matchup, Dan Smith versus Handsome Blue.
One shot is all you need.
Seventh matchup, Mask Smith versus Handsome Purple.
Okay, we're gonna lose. Like I said, due to the lack of crit lock on Dan, and me playing it maybe a little bit too safely, along with, you know, personalities dying during the Handsome, and this could have been yeah, I'm not surprised at the time loss. This isn't real time loss, I guess you could say.
They know who's the
It's
strongest.
a lot of it is just due to different routing and different abilities. And besides, I can make all of this time up. All of this time up during Smile 1 and 2.
Final matchup, Garcian Smith versus Handsome Pink.
Also, we have Alien Mask, and you know what that means. Some fun duplicator strats. And I'm still 25 minutes ahead. So yeah, part of that was due to how the chapter went, but some of it was just due to the fact that, you know, route change. So Smile 1 is where we're gonna see another bump up in time, though. And even though the current pace is only barely sub 3, I think this is gonna turn it over the edge and make it definitely sub 3. I'm not too worried about Smile 1, but I shouldn't let my hubris get in the way. You know how that turned out for Rayami. Hubris makes for hype runs, I guess. And like I said, Smile 1 is pretty much, except for 2 floors, virtually the same as it is on Killer 8 versus Killer 7 normal, so most of it, you know, is rote, but in case it isn't, I have to watch out. You never know, maybe people were fooled. As long as you don't say anything. 4 movements to the right. Yeah, we actually fooled him. It's actually a very easy chapter. I just pretended it was hard. Can I get it? Can I get it? Can I get it? Nope. Okay, it's best not to like press R and press B at the same time, because you could actually get a glitch with the aiming reticle here. Switch to fire ring. Okay, this floor could actually be a little tricky in Killer 8, so... Of course, that turned out absolutely nearly perfectly, so... Never mind that. Ah, got something in my throat. I have to make sure I'm not too close to the laser here, but that's generally not an issue, as long as I'm not being dumb. Four, then I get a 2, 3, then 5. Was it hype? Or was what hype? Everything is hype in this run, apparently. The fact that I could die any second means that every room I do could potentially be the last room I do. So when you look at it that way, yes. Okay, here's where the run starts diverging from Killer 7 normal, just for a bit. Oh, first I need to make sure I get this. And I got it. Oh, that. I guess it was hype? So yeah, prepare to, if you've never seen this before, prepare to have your mind blown. Your mind's blown. Mine certainly was.
They know who's the strongest.
There you go, and that is where a lot of time is saved. This is one of the reasons why we used to get crit lock on Dan, because Duplicator was just so brutal. I actually did come up with a strat where you didn't need crit lock on Dan, but it ended up making this part really annoying, and it did nothing for the Duplicator in Smile 2, which had no such tricks until now. So yeah, that is something. Here's where the route becomes identical to what it was on Killer7 normal. I always say Killer7 normal. Why don't I ever just say normal? The timer smile is still a nuisance, but with the recent discoveries and some practice, hopefully I can kill him without dying. I like to not die. You can cut the cable anywhere. It doesn't have to be on the spot that's sparkling. I did pick up the item, right? Please tell me I picked up the item. Switch to Wintering now. Down, up, left, right. Actually, I think back when I did my Killer8 PB, this is before we did this. This fancy sort of do the floors not in sequential order. Back in the day, the route was do all the floors in order. So you go floor 1, floor 2, floor 3, floor 4, oh, floor 4, that's hard to say. All in order. I think it was only like last summer, maybe 2 summers ago, where Naglyria and I started brainstorming. Wait, that isn't the fastest way to do things. Okay, this part is tricky. So, let's see. Timer smile. I'm gonna take him safely, as you can expect. As you can see, if I kill him fast enough, this will be a nice time save. And in case anybody's wondering, no, you can't collateral shot the mini boss here, or use Mask's level 5 charge. You have to hit every spot individually. It's dumb. Here we go. There we go. Barely a hint of anxiety there. That went really well. No complaints. I mean, naturally, my aim could have been better, but I mean, that you can say that any time, at any moment, so. There we go. I recall my Killer8 PB, I did one of my famous freakouts at that point. After I killed the timer smile. And there you go. Very, very nice. Very nice split. So close to the end. Honestly, nothing really tricky in this chapter. Gotta make sure I have good aim. If this is seriously sub 3, that's gonna be one heck of a run. I think my Killer8 PB. Mind you, that the splits I'm comparing against are over 2 years, or not over, but close to 2 years old. So, dang, I was very proud of that run. I think this is gonna be another run where I'm gonna be very proud of. Hello, Min. Welcome. You have tuned in to what could be one of the best speedruns I've ever done. Timer smile went well. No complaints. Dude, why does he hate me? Okay, see, that one liked me. Never had to do that for that second mithril though. That was weird. Yep, Kevin for timer. It pretty much went well. No complaints. Not first try. Rip the run. You're not getting Gundam Mask? Sad to say. Here's another section where a lot of time is gained. Also, shoutouts to Abraham Linksys, aka Lodi, who found this on a casual playthrough of this game. He's a cool dude. I recommend following him. He's not a, he's mainly a variety streamer, but he's a cool dude. And he found one of the biggest discoveries in Killer7 yet. I am running on GameCube, on console. Well, GameCube copy on a Wii, more specifically. Fit in the Russian, ha. That's a good one. You're funny. Okay, back in the day, we used to use Dan and Collateral Shot to collect the Tomahawk Smile, which I would if I had enough blood, but it's faster to kill the Galactic Tomahawk as Young Harmon and then save the Collateral Shot for Greg Nightmare. As Nigleria found a while back that you can Collateral Shot Greg Nightmare's weak spot for massive damage, as they say. Yeah, the GameCube version is superior just in general. Unless you have, even if you have a controller preference, I think the inferior graphics and definitely inferior load times make the GameCube version worthwhile, ultimately. Even then, you could, what, probably get a PS2 adapter if you so inclined to use a DualShock. This battle isn't hard. I mean, the only real optimization is so long as I notice when he dies so I don't reload, because it takes pretty much the full clip. Oh, dang it. That wasted a couple seconds, but barely a second or two, but hey, he died. I never remember these to enter there for some reason. And who might you be? Okay, this is something I didn't actually know could mess up my run, except I came across it once in practice. I have to make sure I do not talk to him at all. If I talk to him, he automatically takes a vial of blood, which ruins the run. Good old Yoon Yoon. Okay. Honestly, I can't wait until I get past Greg Nightmare, if only because the Killer7 dying is a bathroom break, which I kind of need right now. I'd probably be good until the end of the run, but just for my own comfort, I'd rather have that opportunity a little earlier. Alright, you're just hoping I can get optimal answer entry. See, I could theoretically do a collateral shot on the Galactic Tomahawk if I could get blood after the Galactic Tomahawk. But enemies disappear after the Galactic Tomahawk, so... Oh, we need to be careful about the Yoon-hyun right there. Oh, that... But anyway, it is what it is. What? Oh, whoops. I'm a dummy. Even looking at it. Was born. Got that wrong. There we go. They're on a different order on my sheet. I wasn't even looking at the actual questions. Whoops. Okay, that... Aside from that one little hiccup, that was pretty okay. Careful, careful. I've made that mistake before. Note to self, don't make that mistake again. He was in... The state he was born in was not November. Was not November. This is ultimately going to be I think a faster split anyway, due to the duplicator thing and the collateral shot thing. As long as Greg Nightmare is good, he can be kind of annoying. Galactic Tomahawk, Galactic Tomahawk, Galactic Tomahawk. Okay. Can I do this? Come on. This should be good. Come on. Give me my bathroom break already. Yeah, Greg Nightmare, I really have no idea what makes him tick. Some days I get a really good fight, some days I get a terrible fight. Oh, come on, come on. Greg Nightmare, behave. Behave. You don't want to be the reason why I hate this run. Okay, that was decent. Okay, yeah, that was actually more than decent. That was actually a pretty solid fight. Okay, I want to make sure he's in the right location, then I'll take a bathroom break real quick. Yeah, that for what it was, that was a good Greg Nightmare. Okay, he's in a pretty good location. Be right back. Rip everyone, I guess. Maybe should have turned around before you know shooting him, but whatever, minor time thing. Oh yeah, as long as like a meteor doesn't come out of nowhere and strikes me down, or I play Lion very poorly somehow, this could be a sub 3 Killer 8 speedrun with no deaths. So please. Lion is the only place where I can die now. 2 enemies could potentially kill me. I would say it's frame perfect. I lost some seconds, but I saved the frame, so it ultimately balances out in the long run. Hello, the Blue Island, welcome. Yes, this is potentially 2 things. 2 enemies could kill me in this run. Still. Those are both in Lion. If I get past those 2 enemies, this run is golden. This run will be the best speedrun I've ever done. I will just say it right there. If this once this run is finished, this will be the best speedrun. If and when. This will be the best speedrun I have ever done. I'm gonna put it right there. No, it's definitely not unbeatable. I had some mistakes. Here and there, but I mean, beating this run, it will not be, you know, an easy feat. It'd be hard pressed to get a time better than this. I honestly didn't think sub 3 Killer 8 was possible. But it is. Of course, just get buy an iPad for that sole reason. All right, I blow out the splits. Have it be a mural on my wall. Or just not even the splits, just the final time. Just have Killer 8 and then the final time of the run. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Actually, that sum of best is not quite accurate. You could, if you probably just don't count the alter ego, the time loss there, because that part of that wasn't due to time loss. But you could probably add like, I don't know, 30 seconds, just based on routing difference. So I mean, my sum of best is not going to be that much, lower than the actual time if I finish. I keep saying if because there's doubt. There's still doubt. I'll say when after I get past those points. I think I actually might delete that split because it's no longer really accurate to what it is. So that would probably add like another minute. So yeah, there's not really much else to improve, or not much else in this run where I really lost that much time. I think Angel, but I mean that Angel split was godly during that one run that died. Okay, when I get to floor 7, I cannot walk into the Harmon room. I'm gonna be tempted to, but I will not walk into the Harmon room. Down. There we go. I remembered. Well, I misspoke. I meant in terms of like this run, in terms of splits that were inaccurate. That's poor wording on my choice, is what I meant. There are definitely sections that could have been better. But I mean, I would say like 90%, if not a little bit more than that, 90% of this run is golden. I'm not even gonna try beating this run anytime in the near future. I will be... Okay, maybe not that. Alright, enjoy the credits. I'm gonna get something to drink.
No, it wasn't me. It can't be. It's all a misunderstanding.
How did I gain time? That's a story chapter. We're not done yet. We have the epilogue. Will I ever run Shadows of the Damned? Well, first I need to get a PS3. And then if I like it enough, I'll run it. Oh, and better, better capture. HD capture. Seriously, I mean, it's my goal to play every Suda 51 game within reason. It's an expensive import, which most aren't. A lot are available in America in some capacity. Okay, so I keep saying if because I say two, but there's really only one enemy that can kill me. And as long as that enemy doesn't kill me, I'm good. You just hold A. Two enemies will get in your way all the time. So can we do this? It'd be tragic if the run ended just right here, the final split in the epilogue of all places. That's one. That is the one, technically, but one more enemy that could potentially kill me if I, just decide to throw the run away for no reason. Also, I can't remember. Is kill Matsukin right and then live is left? I don't really remember. It doesn't matter because we never see the cutscenes, but which do you want to see, left or right? I never remember which is which, because, I don't know. There you go. That is officially the last thing that could have killed me, which means this is the run. There you go. Whew. Left? Alright. You see, it doesn't. You shouldn't say kill, because I don't know which is kill and which one isn't kill. So I'm just gonna hold. I'm gonna just put left. Yeah, it has to be a direction, left or right. Well, it really has no difference in the time. You won't see the cutscene. You'll only see the option. I'm just gonna put left. Oh man, this is quite a run. In that case, left. Okay, I'm gonna do left. Based on chat delay, it's not gonna. Pretty much any choices after this moment I'm not gonna see until after the fact. So, it's gonna be left. Oh, it's kill. Rip Japan. So I guess you did get what you wanted, Advent. It is. Left actually was kill. I have to remember that. Time is on the final input after I shoot Kunlan's hand. It's a little wonky to aim there, and I never remember what the camera is. I can never get my bearings. Okay. One last split. One last thing to do. Oh man.
You're awake from your nightmare.
Harmon, the world won't change. All it does is turn. Now, let's dance.
There you have it, folks. That is the first sub 3 Killer 8 run. No deaths, single segment. This is the first, my first PB and the first, I guess, world record of this, whatever. It's more of a personal achievement. But this is the first new time in nearly 2 years. This was a long time in the making. Shoutouts to anyone who contributed to this. So Negleria, Nate, guess Lodi. He also contributed the very important duplicator strat. No deaths. So that is, oh man, I think this is honestly the best speed run I have ever done for this. I have ever done just in general. Yeah, thank you all. Thank you all for showing up here. Appreciate that you're all here. Yeah. What was all that? Oh.